You already know what's going on. It's me, Royal. Just.
Royalties. Welcome to another episode of Royal Talks. We're here with another special guest coming to you from the DMV. Of course, you're here with myself, the beautiful host, Jocelyn, Royal Joss. And then we're also here with a very special guest. She's just a really dope, very inspirational person that I've met recently. And she's a famous DJ in the DMV area. And I'm just so blessed for her to make time for us to kind of film this episode and tell her about herself, what she does, what inspired her, and just the great things that she's been doing out here. Of course, here at Royal Talks, we love to highlight special guests and creatives in the DMV area. We're trying to just build a platform for people to express themselves and kind of share the hidden gems that they offer the DMV. So here we are with Miss TRILLAKay, and she's just here. You know, again, another a dope DJ, and I'm just thankful to have you here. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I'm like happy we had a little link up before.
Yes,
this.
yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So TRILLAKay, like, tell me, like, what does the name TRILLAKay stand for? Like, does it stand for something specific? Is something you just picked up? Like, tell me about where you got the name from.
A little story time. So,
right.
my nickname's been Trilla since like college.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like 2 Chainz era, like like Trill era. Like we were saying Trill a lot, and like one of my homies was like, "I'm about to call you Trilla, like true, real, ill." And I was
okay.
like, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah.
And like I changed my Instagram name to TRILLAKay, and literally like I've been
everything was history.
Yeah. I've been TRILLAKay for like the past like 9 years.
Yeah.
So that's where the name came from. I feel like it's really authentic to like who I am personally as well. And yeah.
Awesome. And then what got you started with the DJing scene?
Yeah, so okay, I started DJing in 2019.
Okay.
And I was inspired by a work trip that I took to LA like December 2018. So like a little background, I've been working in the music industry since college, since I graduated, but more so like behind the scenes. Like I manage a concert venue right now, 930 Club. And I would do like production stuff.
All right.
I used to blog for DTLR radio and I have a blog. So I was like,
oh, you've been out here.
I've been out here. Yeah. And I've always been passionate about music. But I took a trip to LA in December, and I had a gig with like Puma, like doing some production stuff.
Oh.
And they booked all women DJs for like the whole weekend. And I was just so inspired.
Yeah.
Like, it was my first time seeing like that many women DJing, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that.
Nice.
So yeah,
nice.
That's where the DJ journey began. Just seeing other women do it.
And I love it because it's kind of like a mentorship. You know, you meet other people doing the same thing as you. They inspire you. And did you pick up any mentors during that time?
Yes.
Or okay.
So a big shout out to 3 people who really like put me onto DJ. First is Matt Jackson. He is with a brand called The Factory, who promotes a lot of DMV events. Interviews artists as well. So shout out to Matt.
Hey, shout out Matt.
Shout out Matt. Also my homie Sylvan, he is a fellow DJ. He kind of showed me the ropes and taught me how to use a controller. And then my homegirl Bree Mafia, I literally met her like a few months after I started DJing, and she was already DJing for a few years at the time. So she taught me a lot about DJing, and I introduced her to like who I know since I'm from here.
Right.
And we've been crushing it.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard of Bree Mafia too, and I know y'all like dynamic duo. I fuck with the energy. And of course, like, I mean, you gotta get her on here too. Like, we could do a group episode again and something. So yeah, you want to introduce kind of your social media, just kind of, you know, advertise that, follow her, please follow her, book her too. So
I follow back, and yeah. For socials, Instagram, I am TRILLAKay, so TRILLAKAY _, and then Twitter, I am DJ TRILLAKay.
All right. And we'll put that in the description box so you guys will have that accessible and be able to follow her, look at her page. She does DM back, so it's not a ghost follower. Yes. I recently went to, of course, one of your sets. I thought it was girl, you killed
I
it.
had so
Like
much fun.
I thought it was the atmosphere, the environment, just like everybody was kind of like, I don't know. I felt like I was in a trance. Like I was just like I'm mesmerized. So it was super dope. Like you gotta check out her events for real.
Y'all gonna have some fun.
So going back to what inspired you, DJing, music. You said you do a little bit of music. Do you sing? Like what is it that you do with the music?
Yeah, so I also sing as well, rap a little bit.
Okay.
I got a few songs out.
Okay.
I should probably like drop a little bit more, but I
Yeah.
just do it for fun.
Listening party. Like let's do it.
But I have
Yeah.
a few singles out. If you look up TRILLAKAY, I got some songs on YouTube,
All
SoundCloud,
right.
Spotify, Apple Music. And yeah, just kind of started like dropping music around the pandemic time.
Okay.
Just as a way to express myself.
Right. And the party scene was kind of down, so you had to like switch gears, I guess. Yeah.
So that's been cool, but I definitely like would say like I don't box myself in. Like if I feel like creating in a certain form, I try not to be too hard on myself about it.
Right.
Just
Just do it. I like it. I love it. Where would you see TRILLAKAY 5 years from now compared to like where you are now?
Okay, 5 years from now, I'm gonna definitely still be doing my music thing
Okay.
because like that's my big passion. But I'm super big on just like holistic living as well and like my lifestyle. Like I do a lot of yoga, meditating.
Nice.
I was vegan for a bit, but now like I'm not. But we still healthy.
Yeah.
Plant-based.
You can still be healthy,
So
even
yeah, like
yeah.
in 5 years, just like definitely like since like I know a lot of people in the area now, like just being more involved with the community, and definitely in a holistic way. I definitely want to like see what's up with the yoga route because I already do yoga. So just doing some healing work for the community.
Yeah.
Still doing music. Um, I was actually gonna move from the area a few years ago, but like now I really have like roots and foundation here. I'm from here, so I just want to continue to pour into my community.
And of course, like it's always great to explore, expand yourself, but definitely keeping it. Yeah, I've seen. Yes, girl. I need to get on your level.
We can take a trip.
Yes, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. But I love the healing sense. I mean, there's a lot going on always, but healing. I mean, music is always healing. For me, I feel like music is just something that I've always connected to deeply and tried to use as something to heal from anything or even just be happy. So
music healing.
yes. All right. So what has been your favorite clubs to DJ at? Give like top three.
Top three. Okay, I'm gonna say number one is Songbird because always showing love. I have a gig there like every month.
Okay.
Like they put on for the community. So Songbird, I be in there. Wild Days, I just DJed there last night.
Yes.
I love DJing there because like every time I'm there, it's just like the whole gang is there. Like I don't know, everybody be popping out. And a third place.
I haven't been to Wild Days.
Yeah.
Oh, you got? I want to check it out. Like the last one you sent me, I was like, oh my god, I should have been there because it gave me like that boiler room vibes.
That's what it gives.
So I definitely want to check it out. Like next set you have. Yeah.
And then third spot, I really like DJing at Selena Rooftop.
Oh yeah.
It's a real cute little hotel.
Yeah. Low key. Dark scene, but it's still very classy. So
I like the rooftops and like the music thing.
Yeah. Nice. So y'all gotta check out those three places because
even if I'm not spending, like there's always some
popping. All right, music. So what's your favorite 5 artists right now? Like when you DJing, you up there, you killing it. Like what's your like? I can play these 5 and they will always pop for the scene.
Okay, we're gonna get a little ratchet.
I have a feeling one you gonna say, but I'm gonna let you answer.
This is hard. Okay, I'm gonna just fire him. I'm gonna say Young Thug.
Okay.
Chief Keef.
Okay.
Sexy Red.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3. Glorilla.
Okay.
And who am I gonna get number 5 to? Oh my god. This is hard. Okay, I just had a blank.
Sorry, take your time.
I'm gonna give it to a lady.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say.
Think a rapper, singer, female.
Don't hate on me, but Ice Spice been hitting lately.
Girl, yes, that's who I was waiting on for you to say. I was like, if she don't say Ice Spice, I was like, what is going on? She even got Sexy Red in the list.
Okay, so yeah, Ice Spice, Sexy Red, Young Thug, Chief Keef,
Glorilla. Got it. Good. Even though Sexy Red didn't, she already sold out her concert. Don't even know what's going on there, but like, sis, do you need more tickets?
We're gonna need to figure that out.
So I watched some of your interviews you've done with like other people, and you talked about like a partnership or a working relationship with an artist called Treymani. And tell me about that artist. Like, how's that been, the work relationship, or how did you meet him?
So another story time.
All right.
Treymani, we've been working together for the past year now. I think we started working together early last year, like February last year, maybe.
Okay.
And the link up happened. My homie Grize told Trey about me. Trey needed a DJ, and then we connected that way. Instagram DMs, answered the DM.
Yep.
So yeah, Trey hit me up like, "Girl, I need a DJ," and then I was like, "Fuck with me," and we ended up going on tour 2 times last year. We went on tour with Big Crit. We did other festivals between like East Coast, West Coast, and the South. And then he went on his own tour at the end of the year. We've been on the road doing a few festivals this year. We did Broccoli City Fest.
Yes.
So
I saw you though. I saw you, and I was like, oh my god, I think that's the girl that I'm gonna do an interview with. And but you were like, in your zone, so I was like, she's busy.
We gotta only get in the next week.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was another DM. So like, answer them DMs, y'all. Answer them DMs.
Yes.
And literally like, we just started working together off the bat. Like, we weren't homies or anything before.
Okay.
We became friends like as we were working together. We found out like we had the exact same birthday, like to the year, down to like being born a few minutes apart. So like, we definitely have like just like a connection bond.
Yeah,
for sure. And I've really enjoyed like sharing Trey's journey. And yeah, that's my twin.
Awesome.
Like, and that's the only artist that like outside of my personal gigs that like I consistently work with like all the time. I'm excited to see where it goes.
And just also the respect, because it's hard, as a woman, as a Black woman, just also like building professional relationships in the music world that's keeping it professional, because it's just hard. I mean, just with any industry, things are taken out of proportion, disrespect. So,
and I'd love to speak on that too and shout Trey out, because like, especially going on tour, like there was a lot of men on these tours on the road, and like they were surprised to see that he had like a female DJ, and there'll be a lot of rooms that I was in that I was the only girl, and like they always made me feel safe, always made me feel protected. So shout out to the real men.
Shout out.
Like, shout out to y'all.
Awesome. I'm glad that I feel like that elevates you too, because that's a very big name and artist to be around. Yeah. What any advice you want to give any up and rising DJs in the area? I mean, I know one day you're gonna have to pass the baton to somebody, and so any women out there that have been in your shoes and want to take this career, what would you say to them?
My biggest advice is like community. Like community. Like I was real outside and tapped in before I started DJing, and I will definitely like credit that to my success as a DJ, because I was out here supporting artists before I even thought about being an artist.
There you go.
So now that I am one, like that community is, I mean, that it's definitely reciprocated. That support is definitely shared. And just like having a group of people who I can lean on, for sure. So like, meet people in your field who do what you want to do, who are better than you, and just be open and receptive to learning and supporting other people as well.
Yes, that is so important, because I think this generation is very focused on competition, comparison. But it's like if we're on the same path, like what's up with the gatekeeping? Like
Period. With
we don't need that.
like I mean, I guess I could say I'm a competitive
Mhm.
person, but like I don't look at my like DJ career as a competitive thing. Like I will say like all the other like women DJs in the area, we have a very like good support system. Like we reach out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like we reach out, we hoop each other gigs. Like we're not over here like, oh, like Bree got more gigs than me, I'm gonna hate on her, or
Yeah.
like we are really supportive
Or
of each other.
this person in my group got booked versus me. Why? It's not even about that. It's about the connection and
all of it,
building
and
up.
especially as women, like I will say, like we be getting the most hate from these niggas sometimes.
Ooh,
but I've
speak,
had,
sis, speak.
I've
Say
had
the tea. What's the tea?
like
Like
I
we
don't
keep
know,
it real.
maybe it's intimidation because y'all know we some
Ooh.
baddies. But
You right, because I mean, dudes can't. I mean, dudes can be handsome, but they can't be pretty like us. So,
but I will say, like the women DJs in this area, like are very supportive and like just very beautiful, strong women. So shout out to us.
and at Selena, so there was like two other DJs that I know as well, and I don't know, they changed their names a lot, but Shiva, DJ Shiva, and Taruk, yeah. So I went to Trinity with Shiva, and so it's crazy because when I saw you, I was like, TRILLAKAY, like, have I seen her before? And then they were like, yeah, stay for her set. She's good. And I was like, yeah, she's good.
That night. That's
Yes,
crazy. Okay,
yes. So I was blown away, and I was like, yeah, I wish I can, meet her, because it was kind of like I guess you did the session, the set, and then you just left. So I was like, dang, she was on the go. But yeah, that was the first time I ever saw you. Yeah. Yeah.
Those are my girls. Taruk actually.
Okay. Okay. Nice. See, connection. So let's talk about, your background a little bit. So growing up in DC, I know earlier we were chatting about how, you're from this area, the Northeast side. You're familiar with this. So talking about like how DC has evolved, changed, gentrification, how would you compare like the DC that you saw growing up versus like how it is now?
Ooh, child, look at me. So, the DC that like I lived in growing up was not the DC it is today. Clearly, like I didn't even see myself like moving back here or staying here. So, like growing up, I would definitely say like the area was like more violent. People were less supportive, but we gonna blame that on the system.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, but like yeah, gentrification has definitely did its thing. Like it's had some pros and some cons. Biggest con is just like pushing our community out. Like I live in Baltimore now because these DC prices, child. But there's definitely been a lot more spaces that have been open since gentrification, so I will give it that. But yeah, like it's a different DC. The city looks different. There's a lot more like transplants, I would say, like than growing up. Like growing up, you would meet people and everybody would be from somewhere around here. But now, like I meet people who have moved into the city because of work and things. So if anything, like it's expanded my community for sure. And I definitely like see myself continuing to build a future here.
Okay.
But not gentrification.
That part. That part. Yeah, no. It's like a gift and a curse. Some things I'm like, okay, yeah, that building did need to go, because it was, some areas is really bad in the Northeast side. But others I'm like,
like
I don't think it had to change that way.
Garden and apartment complex without creating spaces for like kids to go to.
Yes.
You have to fight somebody. So I mean, my biggest thing is just like I support the growth, but like pushing our most vulnerable people out, I do not support. So if there's something that we can like
collaborate on that. And it's like, okay, I get you took away this, but why are we replacing it with just a coffee shop? Like, what is a coffee shop gonna bring to the community? It's just gonna bring coffee. So what else?
But
Yeah.
and especially like because I work in like in like live music venues as well, and like a lot of that like took a hit with like gentrification, the pandemic, and everything, and a lot of these small independent venues, like it's hard for them to run now because they just can't afford to be here. So that's also one of my goals, is to just like have a space for people to commune, share, perform music. So that's in the works. Like when I'm real kicked up, I'm gonna open up a little small venue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a studio slash.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the works.
To be
Coming soon.
continued.
Coming soon. All right. So now we're gonna get into a little bit of go-go music. So what was your favorite go-go era? Like when I say that, like time period, like maybe you can talk about the year. It's like, oh, this, this music or this these tracks were coming out and it's like fire. So what was your favorite go-go era?
My favorite era. So I'm gonna show my age real quick.
Uh-oh.
But I was in high school from.
I'm still gonna hide my age.
I was in high school from 09 to 2012. So like that's my highlight go-go era. Like Backyard Reaction.
Yes.
CCD,
Yes.
Like Into
And tell those non-go-go cities what go-go is. Like tell us, be informative, educate them, because they may not know what go-go is in their area.
So like to me, like go-go is like a cultural way that we express ourselves musically, and I think that like just hearing the recorded version of it does a lot of people disservice. So I understand when people who aren't from here don't really vibe with it, but like for me, like go-go is like the whole experience, like going to the show, seeing the band, seeing the communities here, like like it's a very like niche thing for us, but if you get it, you get it. If you appreciate it and you're not from the area, thank you. But yeah, go-go was real. Like I was in like a gospel go-go band back in the day, because my mother had me in church back in the day. Like that's where I was on my music shit from jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was real cultural, like going to the La Pearl, to the Star. Like I was really out here. My mom was picking me up, and my friends like, we had no business, but it was great.
He's like, I just needed to be there, hear the music, and then roll out.
So yeah, the highlight of like go-go era for me is like when we was still having like live go-go's, when they was remixing songs, and I didn't even know that they was remixes. I thought they was the originals. Like that's how much I was listening to go-go more than mainstream music.
That's so true, because it's like some of the songs I'll be like, dang, it sounds better than the original, the original artist, original song, and I'm like, I'd rather listen to this version.
And I was doing that.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Yes.
And I think that ties into a lot of like why I still work with like in live music in that area as well. Like just creating that experience has made a long lasting impression.
Okay. Do you think go-go will make a comeback the way that it was in those prime years? Like you think it's gonna make that same surge again?
That
because
back to gentrification and pushing our communities out and not having spaces. I think like the go-go shut down because of violence and things like that. So I think if we could create safe spaces and we can keep our people in the community instead of exporting our talent, then yes. And it's just also up to the artists from the area to keep it alive as well. Like there's this artist Nucci who's from here, and he does these like porch sessions with Backyard Band where they do like covers and stuff.
Okay.
So I really think it's important for people who are from here to keep it alive. That's just an example of somebody who's still doing that.
Awesome. Yeah, because I was just thinking like, okay, if Jersey Bounce made a comeback, right? It's like,
no, who would have guessed it?
No, I mean, it came from left court side, because I was like, what is
Uzi Sierra?
Yeah,
club music.
Yeah. So if that can make a comeback, I mean, why can't go?
I'm an optimist, so I have faith.
TRILLAKAY gonna bring it back.
Yeah, we gonna bring that shit
back. Bring it back. She gonna bring it back, and she gonna have her little venue so that we can do that. All right. So favorite black owned food spot in DC.
Okay.
Okay.
First one is Sunrise Caribbean Restaurant on Georgia Ave. Tap in. They have vegan options. They got regular options. They got oxtails. They got everything. Tap in. Sunrise. Love y'all. And number 2 is Dudas. They're a vegan.
Oh yes, I love that.
They're a vegan restaurant, and yeah, they're a little expensive, but they're good.
They're it's like a kind of like a cauliflower, but
Oh,
it's
General
General Soul cauliflower. Oh my God, it'll make you think like you're eating chicken, but it's
bust, bust down. So
it's so good.
those
So
are my
good.
top two.
Awesome. So you check them out. Check them out. All right. So how do you also balance your entrepreneur lifestyle with like just your day to day? I mean, I know I heard you do mindfulness, meditation. Um, like, how does that balance
Yeah.
everything?
So, being an entrepreneur is a full time job. Don't let nobody lie to you. So I also, outside of DJing, I also do hair on the side. That's
Okay.
like my little side gigs.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I manage at 9:30 Club as well, part
Okay.
time. So I kind of have like a mix of part time gigs. And when I'm not working like super big on mindfulness, I have slow mornings. So when I rise, like I take walks outside, do my yoga, and just like really use that time to like pour into myself because a lot of my work is like giving to other people. So yeah, when I'm not working, I'm chilling for real. Like I be on my dolo. I'm a homebody. Like
Okay.
I like to cook.
Oh, what you like to cook?
So I was big on my like since I was vegan for 3 years and now I'm not vegan no more, but I still like cook plant based for the most part. But what are some of my favorite meals? I can throw down some vegan fried fish, y'all. It's like with eggplant. Y'all gotta tap in.
Oh,
But
yes, eggplant. I love it.
I got this cookbook from the owner of Slutty Vegan. I don't know if you heard of Slutty Vegan, but it's like this burger shop in Atlanta, and they've
Okay.
expanded. I think they're gonna open one in DC too, but she has like a plant-based cookbook. So yeah, if I'm chilling, like we're gonna pull up a recipe and we're gonna cook for the game.
Yes. All right. So, anything else you wanted to share with us? Any maybe like drop the mic type of moment if you want to.
Let me think. Let me think. Um, I would just like to say, like, show love, keep an open heart. Like, I will definitely like credit my success to like opening up my heart chakra. So like, pour into yourself, and everything else will unfold. And I feel like that's what you're doing, and that's how we connected.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yes. Take risks. Take risks, y'all, because it's a beautiful way of connecting and just building community up. So it's worth it. Take the risk.
So with that, okay, I got one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
But take the risk. Like I used to like have crazy like social anxiety and just all of that. But with the taking risks, like ever since I've kind of like dived into like my fears and what I'm afraid of, like it's gotten me a long way. So get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Like do that, and it's a lot of beautiful things that can happen.
All right. Well, you heard it here with TRILLAKAY, DJ TRILLAKAY. So you heard it here with DJ TRILLAKAY. Again, show love, get out your comfort zone, and take risks. So show her some love, y'all. Follow her on her Instagram, Twitter. Check out her DJ sets. She has events all the time. So please check it out. Buy your tickets. And it's been a real treat just having you here. Thank you for your time. Of course, we can have you back whenever you wish. Here at Royal Talks, we love to keep updated on people and what they're doing next. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you for tuning in. Share this video. If you haven't told anybody about Royal Talks, keep sharing our videos. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And thank you so much, y'all. Peace, love, and prosperity.
You already know what's going on. It's me, Royal Just.